Emotion October 19, 2004 Brain damage and emotion. Cluver-Bucy syndrome. Phineas Gage. The case of SM. Theories of emotion. Darwin. James, Lang. Cannon, Bard. Fear. Measuring fear. Facial expressions. Fear in non-human animals. Neural circuits of fear. Munch, 1893. Emotion Cluver-Bucy syndrome. Damage to the medial temporal lobe produces emotional blunting, a flat effect, and may not respond appropriately to stimuli. Hyperphagia, extreme weight gain without a strictly monitored diet. There is a strong tendency for those with Cluver-Bucy to compulsively place inedible objects in their mouths. Inappropriate sexual behavior, atypical sex behaviors, mounting inanimate objects. Visual agnosia, psychic blindness, i.e., an inability to visually recognize objects. Emotion Phineas Gage. From responsible, religious, respectable and socially well-adapted man to an irreverent, profane and impulsive itinerant. Emotion SM Urbach disease SM. A lifelong pattern of social and emotional inadequacy. SM. 1. Control. 0.9. 0.8. Urbach disease. Mean correlation with normals. 0.7. 0.6. 0.5. 0.4. Happy. Afraid. Disgusted. Angry. Surprised. Theories of emotion. Darwin observed innateness of emotional expression. Expressions appear similarly in many lower animals. Expressions appear in very young children. Expressions appear identical in those born blind. Concluded. Expression of emotion evolved from behaviors that indicate what an animal might do next. If the signals provided by the behaviors enhance the animal's ability to survive, they will be retained. Opposite messages are revealed through opposite behaviors. Theories of emotion. James Lang. Emotional stimuli activate physiological reactions that are then interpreted as emotional experiences. Cannon Bard. Emotional stimuli simultaneously activate physiological reactions, emotional feelings. Data. Injections of epinephrine do not produce emotional feelings. Individuals with no peripheral sensation experience emotion. Emotion facial expressions. Neutral. Anger. Disgust. Fear. Happy. Sad. Surprise. Emotion facial expressions. Happy. Anger. Emotion facial expressions. Happy. Fear. Whalen, P. J. Raunch, S. L. Eatkoff, N. L. McInerney, S. C. Lee, M. B. and Jenuka, M. R. 1998. Masked presentations of emotional facial expressions modulate amygdala activity without explicit knowledge. The Journal of Neuroscience, 18-1, 411-418. Emotion: A Theory of Amygdala Involvement in Fear. Emotion facial expressions. Neutral. Anger. Disgust. Fear. Happy. Sad. Surprise. Emotion facial expressions. Neutral. Anger. Disgust. Fear. Happy. Sad. Surprise. Emotion: Fear. Human rodent central state of fear: heart rate. Decreased appetite. Increased startle. Defecation. Decreased pain reactivity. Demotor activity. Rodent. Increased heart rate. Decreased appetite. Increased startle. Increased motility. Decreased pain reactivity. Decreased motor activity. Central state of fear. Laboratory procedures for measuring fear and anxiety in rodents. Pavlovian fear conditioning. Auditory stimulus. Heart rate. Decreased salivation. increased startle, defecation, hypalgesia, deactivity, central state of fear, and shock. Emotion laboratory procedures for measuring fear. Pavlovian fear conditioning. Auditory stimulus. Heart rate. Decreased salivation. Increased startle. Defecation. Hypalgesia. Deactivity. Central state of fear. Emotion damage to the amygdala interferes with fear. 4. 2. Untrained. Amygdala lesion. -2. Mean percent change from pre-CS baseline. -4. Sham. -6. -8. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 5 trial blocks. Cap, B, S, Frissinger, R, C, Gallagher, M, and Husselton, J, R, 1979. Amygdala central nucleus lesions, effect on heart rate conditioning in the rabbit. Physiology and behavior, 23, 1109-1117. Emotion amygdala damage interferes with conditioned fear. Measure of fear species lesion reference. Heart rate rabbit electrolyticase Cap et al., 1979. Rat electrolyticase Sarnans et al., 1989. Rabbit electrolyticase/BLA Powell et al., 1997. Rat electrolyticase Young and Leighton, 1996. Increased blood pressure rat excitotoxicase Iwatu et al., 1986. Decreased pain reactivity rat electrolyticase/BLA Helms-Tetter, 1992. Rat electrolyticase/BLA Watkins et al., 1993. Increased startle rat electrolyticase Hitchcock and Davis, 1987. Rat excitotoxic BLA Sarnans and Davis, 1992. Rat reversible A/BLA Kim et al., 1993. Rat excitotoxicase/BLA Campo and Davis, 1995. Rat electrolyticase Falls and Davis, 1995. Mouse electrolytic BLA Help et al., 2000. Freezing rat electrolyticase Blanchard and Blanchard, 1972. Rat electrolyticase Ledoux et al., 1988. Rat reversible Helms-Tetter, 1992. Rat electrolyticase Kim et al., 1993. Rat excitotoxic BLA Cousins and Otto, 1998. Rat excitotoxic BLA Marin, 1998. Mouse electrolytic BLA Desmond et al., 1998. Emotion amygdala damage in humans is associated with deficits in conditioned fear. B. SM 2.5. Normal. 2. 1.5. SCR magnitude 1. 0.5. Urbach-Wiethe disease. Habit. Cond. Test 1. Test 2. Bishara, R. Tranl, D. Damasio, H. Adolphs, R. Rocklin, C. and Damasio, R. 1995. Double dissociation of conditioning and declarative knowledge relative to the amygdala and hippocampus in humans. Science, 269, 1115-1118. Emotion human amygdala activation in fear conditioning. Labar, K. S. Gatenby, J. C. Gore, J. C. Ledoux, J. E. and Phelps, E. R. 1998. Human amygdala activation during conditioned fear acquisition and extinction, a mixed trial from restudy. Neuron, 20, 937-945. Barr, et al., 1998. Neuron, 20, 937-945. Emotion pathways mediating conditioned fear. Tectum. Thalamus. Cortex. DMNV. Amygdala. Auditory stimulus. LA. DLA. CE. PAG. PNC. Shock US. Thalamus. cortex. Emotion pathways mediating conditioned fear. The amygdala, facial expression, and racial bias.